We know you love us, but the information on our podcast is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional advice of any kind. If you or anyone you know needs professional help, please seek mental health services.
Hey, this is Zorric.
And Emma.
Hosts of the Day Podcast. And today we have another show.
Yes.
We're excited to talk about lots of things, all the things that have to do with fitness. And Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle.
Michelle.
We have a guest here named Michelle, and she is not from here.
No.
She's from San Francisco. And she's a weightlifter. And she loves golf, apparently. We'll talk more about that, because I like golf too. But I am not very good at golf. But Emma is very good.
I'm like the greatest golf player ever, you guys.
Golf player?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to Michelle about golf, her dating experiences. She's new to Dallas, so I'd like to get your take on what you think about all the things of Dallas. We'll talk about that. And what else, Emma? I think that's it. So fitness and Michelle, and take us away with how they can find us.
You guys can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, and wherever else you get your podcasts. If this is your first time listening, go ahead and subscribe to our podcast so that it just automatically gets downloaded on your phone so that you don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there for your drive when you work out, whenever. And then go ahead and leave us a review too, saying how amazing you are. Leave us 5 stars.
We are.
We are amazing.
You said how amazing you are.
Oh,
But we are amazing.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm amazing, but yeah, I guess I'll allow you being amazing too.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions, concerns, comments, you can email us hello@datepodcast.com. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at Date Podcast.
Awesome.
Yay.
You're so good at that.
I know. Thank you.
So what's new?
Well, I'm waiting for you. Okay, last time you did this, you were like, in the middle of it. Okay, fine. Game of Thrones is here. You were gonna do it. That's why I always wait, and then it's awkward, and it's a silence, and then you're like, looking at me like, talk.
Are you wearing 2 bras today? Is that what's going on?
No, I wore 2 bras yesterday while I was working out, and apparently I was really happy because at the end of the workout, oh my gosh, it was so exhausting, and I hated every minute of it. And then at the end of it, like the other girls were like, I have to wear 2 bras too, and I was like, I know,
that's a
right?
thing? Michelle, is that a thing?
Not a thing for me.
Okay, she has smaller boobies.
Way smaller.
Yeah, ours are like in our faces, and if we don't have 2 bras and when we're like jogging or doing burpees, like I can knock my eye out. I'm not about to do that.
Can you really?
How do you swing a golf club?
Huh?
How do you swing a golf club? Don't
You
get in the
just
way?
you just gotta eventually you learn, you put your hands over your, I'm demonstrating.
Yes.
You put your hands over your boobs and eventually you got it. So it's really funny because whenever we have to lift weights and they're like, keep it close to your chest, and I'm like, yes, and I have really big boobs. So how do you I don't want my boobs to be bruised. How do you expect me to do this? And so they're like, we have to modify it. I'm like,
Modify
you
your
guys-
boobs?
No, modify my stance
Okay.
so that it's still appropriate and I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyways, it's really frustrating because men don't understand the big boobs.
I mean, we like the big boobs,
Yes.
but we don't understand the life of
Exactly.
the big boob
So
lifestyle.
the other girls and I at the gym yesterday, we were complaining about the 2 bra life.
Okay. All right, 2 bra. What's in the news today?
Okay. Oh my gosh. So Game of Thrones is here. There were so many emotions. What is this a dragon?
It's a dragon.
You got a dragon?
We found one. That's the only free sound effect I can find.
I'm okay with that.
Everything else HBO is gonna sue us for.
Yeah. So it was here. I started a betting pool with some people. I even allowed Mondo, who was in our couple episode from De Coco Andre, to be part of the pool. So shout out to Mondo for asking to be a part of it and me allowing him to be a part of it. So
you allowed him.
I allowed it. I told him. I was
She's like
messaging
Mrs.
him.
Princess here.
No, I messaged him and I was like, let me get back to you. Let me throw it to the group. And then the group was like, yes. They're with the caveat that he can look up fan theories. And I was like, great. So I'm messaging him, telling him the rules. And then I was like, please don't look at theories because we will disqualify you. So Mondo knows what's up.
Michelle, do you watch Game of Thrones?
I do not watch.
Ah.
I know.
We'll have to educate you.
anyways, it's here, and I like don't know if I can talk about it just yet because, like I said, emotions are high.
It's here. It's like
it's here.
this Sunday, right?
It just passed.
What do you mean just passed?
Last Sunday, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, there was an episode last Sunday?
Oh my gosh, never mind. Zorric doesn't understand.
Well, I
things.
watch it, but I didn't like.
Anyways,
Okay.
so I'm excited for it. I'm sad
confused.
about
Go ahead.
it. It is what it is.
Okay.
So betting pool's ready.
Go ahead.
And then, speaking of like endings too, right? Because this is the Game of Thrones last season. The Avengers Endgame is coming up soon
Ooh, that's
too.
such a good series.
Right?
Do you watch that?
Yes, that I do watch.
Good.
So it's been like a very like bittersweet thing because only certain people are doing all of the interviews right now, and it's only the survivors. Thank you. That's the word. Only the survivors are doing all of the interviews right now. So like in one of the interviews that they did, it was kind of weird because the people that had survived were sitting in these chairs, and then in between them were empty chairs from like the cast members that didn't survive the last movie. And it's like that's kind of like really messed up to do, right? Like how horrible is that? Like, and so so I've been watching a lot of like videos with Tom Holland because he's doing press right now, and he's partnered up with Benedict Cumberbatch on like the things that he can and can't say because he likes to give spoilers. And apparently they like blacked out his script on purpose so that he doesn't know what's going on. So he's like, a lot of times I would act and I was supposed to be in front of like another actor and I didn't know who the actor was.
So are they afraid of like leaks or something?
Yes, because he's leaked so much information.
Oh my gosh.
Like I started watching videos and then I was like, all right, let me see what he actually leaked. He like shares so much without knowing that he's sharing. And so like Marvel was like, no, like we got to put you on a leash.
Huh.
Yeah.
First of all, no one can die because those are my like childhood, whatever, heroes.
I agree.
They can't. No. How dare they? But I haven't watched. Have you read any of the comic books?
No, I never read the comic books.
Yeah.
I just started by watching the movies.
Yeah. I don't read, apparently.
I usually read the books before the movies, but they're comic books, and I just never grew up reading the comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you read? Like
I read all the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
oh, she's hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm hardcore too.
Yeah.
Read all the Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do that.
Read all the Twilight. Never saw the movies.
I did see Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did both.
I was really disappointed by the ending, so I never watched the movies in protest.
Yeah,
least the last
I can
two.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, Eclipse was my favorite book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Twilight was good. I liked it.
Did you see it?
Yeah. I watched it with my ex. I was under protest, obviously.
Sure.
But actually, it did I did like it, and I did want to watch the next one and the next one. So it's a good series.
Do you want to sparkle?
What's that? Oh, like that dude. I
Yeah.
mean, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I would. Why not? Do you?
I always sparkle anytime I go
Do
on
you?
down.
Oh, it's automatic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Endgame is coming.
Endgame is coming April 26th. The other part that I thought was like really kind of cool and interested and weird at the same time was that Captain Marvel, her character, just came out with her own movie, except that she actually filmed this Avengers movie before she did Captain Marvel. And so she's like, I'm portraying this character before I knew what she was going to be like in this other movie. She's like, I had no idea how it was going to be. And so she's like portraying this character and trying to stay true to the story. She's like, it was kind of difficult. So I just thought that was a cool tidbit.
Did you guys watch Captain Marvel?
I haven't seen
It was
it yet.
amazing.
It was really good.
I liked it.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to.
Did you stay all the way through to the end after the two?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I waited. Because usually there's something.
There's
some little
always
Easter egg or
something.
something.
Yeah. There were two this time.
Ooh, you only saw one, dude. You
Wait,
failed
there were
as a
two.
human.
There was two.
There was two. There was one. You had to wait all the way to the very, very, very end.
Like the last credit rolls and that's
After the last credit.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Ooh, bad, Zorric.
I mean, you're not going to be able to find it online, so. You have to
No.
wait.
If I rent the movie,
I'm sure you can find it online.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll find that and report back to you. All right.
Exactly.
What else?
Oh my gosh. And this one, just made me laugh. So, do you guys remember the Fire Festival?
Explain.
Okay, so the Fire Festival was this festival that was hyped for a long time, for the longest time, that it was gonna be in the Bahamas, and it was gonna be like the new fire, like not the, like the new Burning Man, right? It was going to be like the Burning Man / like Coachella. And so basically like Ja Rule and this dude named Billy McFarland created this fire festival concept. And apparently like Billy McFarland was like lying to these investors the whole time and just like trying to get money. And then the festival like did not happen. And so part of what he did to lie is that he got a bunch of like influencers to like act like they were going, a bunch of like models to attract people. And so anyway, so Netflix and Hulu both had Fire Festival documentaries come out at the same time. I watched both because, you know, I have to do my thorough research. And Billy McFarland ended up going to jail. So he's in jail right now for the Fire Festival. For lying. So he recently, so like, and then Mike, the Situation from Jersey Shore, is also in jail for tax evasion. Do y'all know where I'm going to go with this?
No.
Okay.
Are they in the same prison?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So apparently one of his companions is Billy McFarland. So he like hangs out with the Situation. Well, you know, they're in prison.
That's really cool.
I just thought that was so funny.
They can get their GTL on together. It's going to be great.
He's also in the same, so he's also there with like other people. With Michael Cohen, apparently he's in that prison too.
Is he really?
Yeah.
It's like the who's who of prisons. Jeez.
So Vinny and Pauly D, you know, they're having that new reality TV show about their late dating life. And so apparently they still talk to him. So they've been, so they communicate with him and they've been asking him to like hang out and like with Billy and like ask Billy certain questions about like the festival and stuff. So they're also really good friends, which I just thought was funny. And now we can add Billy McFarland to the mix.
Well, we should get them all on the show. Let's talk about their dating lives here.
Actually, you know what?
Email them, Emma.
I've seen Pauly D like be a DJ. He is so good.
Is he really?
Yes, like I love him as a DJ. Like
Like,
so he was
what
a DJ.
makes a good DJ though?
He was a DJ for the Backstreet Boys. Like the moment that like if you start mixing and you can get me out of the seat from the beginning and I'm dancing the whole time, that's how I know you're a good DJ. I didn't sit throughout the whole concert while he was DJing. The whole time I was like, It was great. And I love Pauly D.
Huh. What about you, Michelle? Are you a Pauly D?
I am a Pauly D fan.
See?
I've watched every single Jersey Shore,
just
even the
something about
reunion.
him?
Oh, really?
There's
There
just like something about him. And that hair is horrible. I hate his hair.
It doesn't move.
No, but there's just something about him.
Is it his look or his like swag? He seems
He's
very
just
confident.
charismatic.
Yeah. Yes.
Would you guys date him?
Yes.
Yes. He goes to the gym. He followed
There you
my
go.
fitness.
There you
it's all
go.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
I want to see that show because I saw some of the girls that they had chosen for them and I was like, I don't know.
Is it like a blind date type thing, or is it like?
No, it's called The Double Shot at Love, and Vinny and Pauly are like so they're both like, it's like the Bachelor style, and so the girls are coming at them because they're trying to find girls for the both of them at the same time. It premiered April 11th, so
I think I need to watch this.
yes,
I'm going to be
me
watching
too.
that after this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pauly D and Vinny finding love.
All right.
Because Pauly D was dating Aubrey O'Day.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's crazy.
Is she crazy though?
Yeah.
She was in that P. Diddy group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
I forgot the
Danity
group name. Danity Kane.
Everything's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, that relationship was a disaster. You could just tell.
It's like all of my relationships too.
Yeah,
Disasters.
basically.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
Nope.
What else you got, Emma?
That's it. That's all I have.
Okay, well, thanks for that.
Hooray.
Lots of things going on. I have just one quick thing.
Oh, God.
Did you guys watch the Mavs game yesterday?
No.
Dirk Nowitzki retired. And he's been like our dude in the basketball world for like 21 years, and we're so sad. No, Emma?
Really? 21 years?
21 years, 21 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah. You watch basketball?
I'm a Warriors fan.
Oh, But they're so good. I like Stephen Curry. He's good.
Curry's amazing. Thompson's. Yep.
You know, we had his brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Seth.
Yep. You guys also had Harrison Barnes too at one point in time.
We did. And we let him go like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Emma, do you know? Yeah, please contribute.
The look is priceless.
All right. So
I felt like I should have just been on mute this whole time.
no, but the city is sad. On Facebook, Instagram, I mean, it's just flooded with
So
like,
what was so funny is that I kept seeing, I saw this much at least, right? Where like Facebook and social media kept saying like, Zorric hasn't even said he's going to retire and Roll's saying he's going to retire. So he hadn't like officially announced that he was retiring.
until yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, so how did we know he was going to retire if he never said he was going to retire?
Well, I think it's just leaks again.
Oh.
You know, and he's getting old too. He's like 40s, and he's not producing.
I don't know what that means.
Well, he's just not as good as he was before. That's it. But it's time to. You know, 40. He had a pretty good run.
20 years.
Yeah. I mean, he made a ton of money.
Yep.
So he's good to go. Okay, Michelle.
Yes.
So, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay, that's good. So, are you from here or are you from somewhere else?
I'm from Silicon Valley, so San Francisco area.
Do you watch that show?
No, I've never seen it.
You need to watch that show.
It's not. I didn't like
Oh
that
my
show.
gosh. Are you in that industry? Is that
When I was in San Francisco, I was doing wealth management and then auditing before that. So I moved here to work for a tech startup company, ironically enough.
So you're in like accounting or finance or something?
Before I was. Now I do business development for a tech startup.
Okay. Is that startup called
Mambo. Not number 5, just Mambo.
Is that like the candy Mambo? Have you seen the candy? No?
No, it's based off of after the dance.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. So they brought you over here. I mean, San Francisco, I love San Francisco. I was there 6 months ago in Napa where I got my car towed. Actually, I got my car towed in that in front of that park. What's that park called? The big one with like the hills and it has the TV show. It's like Vista something. What's it called?
I have no idea.
Okay. The Full House houses.
Yes.
There's a park there. No. Anyways, it's like a big park. Everyone hangs out on Sundays. They drink.
There's Dolores Park.
Dolores Park.
Yes.
Right in front of there. My car got towed.
Okay.
It cost like $5.50 to get out.
Jeez.
It's pretty rough.
Why did it get towed?
I parked in the median, and apparently there's like a sign that says "Do not park here after 5 o'clock." But it was like 2 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, fine. But then I went to the park, listened to a book, and then went to one of the Taco-licious bars. And then I had a little bit of too many mezcals, and I rolled up at like 5:30. Car's gone, and I'm like, oh shit, my boss is gonna kill me. So that was my last experience. I'm kind of butthurt about it, but I still like the city.
I think you need to go back. I think you need a more positive experience.
Yeah. So how long
Maybe
did you?
like not leave your car parked there after
Hey.
5.
Just take Uber everywhere. or
Yeah, I
Lyft.
should have. So how long were you there, or did you grow up there?
Grew up there, born and raised.
So how does it compare to Dallas?
Yeah.
Dallas is awesome. Everyone here is very nice.
Good answer.
And and when people here complain about the traffic, I laugh because their version of traffic is not the same.
So my best friend's leaving to California,
Which part?
San Diego.
Lovely.
So I feel like this is my way. So like I feel like you need to convince her to not move there, to stay here, because it sounds to me like you're saying that Texas is better than California.
I'm not saying it's necessarily better. It's just different, and they both have equally wonderful, amazing parts.
I don't
Well,
like
real
that
estate is cheap
anymore.
here.
Real estate's
Oh my
cheaper,
gosh,
for
over
sure.
there it's ridiculous.
For sure.
Traffic, and then I think prices in general are
Gas prices, yes, but otherwise everything's about the same.
okay. Did you grow up with any brothers and sisters?
I have an older brother.
Okay.
He has a house in San Francisco.
Nice.
He's also in the tech industry.
Cool.
So he has a wonderful life there, and he also plays golf, and we play sports together. So that's how I grew up. I grew up going to the gym because he needs someone to spot him.
Oh, nice.
He's like, "You're coming with me." I'm like,
Nice.
okay.
So did you go to college there?
I went to Santa Clara.
Okay, nice. So how was your dating life in San Francisco?
Not as good as it was here.
Really?
Yeah, I will say that the dating life improved when I moved here.
Okay, explain.
So in San Francisco itself, there's a fair amount of people, but I wouldn't say there's a lot of eligible guys there. As far as eligible guys are interested in girls there that are willing to come up and talk to you and have a conversation. They're they take a lot longer to mature. From mine. Well, they're just focused on different things. Like everyone there is very much a startup, go. Like I'm focused on business, I'm focused on growing things. And they're interested in not necessarily like forming a relationship, settling down, or it's just different priorities.
Are you calling us not driven people? Is that what you're calling?
I'm calling the guys there driven in other areas.
Yeah, I get you. But I think the guys here are the same too. Like it's hard for us to approach women.
I'd say you guys are easier to approach. You guys are also you're a lot you're a lot more gentleman-like.
Okay.
The manners here are amazing.
Well, that's good.
You open doors.
We do. We have to.
Good job.
I feel like it's ingrained in our DNA if you live here, if you're born here, right, Emma?
Yes.
So that was not a thing over there in San Francisco, like
not a big thing.
Chivalry.
Rude.
Yeah.
Sounds like the people in California are just rude. I need to just tell my best friend that.
You know, half of our listeners are in California, by the way.
I'm sorry.
I do love California.
I'm trying to convince my best friend to not go there. Okay.
Yeah.
San Diego's going to be hard to convince her not to. The beach, the weather.
It's done. I'm just like holding on to dear life right now.
So in college, were you dating?
Not really. I did not really date in college. Went on a couple of dates, had some very awkward dates.
What was the most awkward date?
Oh yeah, tell us.
By far, easy one. We went to a Greek restaurant and we both ordered the same chicken type of dish. And this is how the date it was a dinner and a movie, typical. And we ordered this dish and it came with a red pepper, and I can tolerate like some kind of spicy foods, so I just bit into the red pepper and I didn't think it was that hot at all.
Oh no!
And so he has all the same food on his plate, and he looks at me, he's like, "Was the red pepper hot?" I'm like, "No, actually, it was quite good. Like it went really well with the main dish." So he bites into it and he starts like reacting. He starts crying, like just tears are coming down. And this is our first date. This is the first date.
Jeez.
So he like gets up and goes to the bathroom and meanwhile, I'm laughing and I text my friends. I'm like, oh my God, I made my date cry. He sees me texting. I get caught texting when he comes back and I'm like, oh.
Uh-oh.
So then it gets better because then we go to this movie, which I completely forget the movie. There was maybe 6 people in the theater. So we sit in the very middle section, middle rows. And the movie's going. He has like, the typical boy where they don't know what to do. So they put both of their hands on their knees. Like they don't quite know, anything.
Wait, but what should he do in that situation? Should he
put your arm how you normally put it?
Like, wait, what if that's his normal like formation, or that's how he watches movies?
Who sits there watching movies like fully standing, like both like this, just very?
Maybe it was. What was the movie?
I know, I can't remember the movie. Knowing me, it was probably some action movie.
Okay.
My kind of girl.
So maybe, he just you felt that he felt awkward.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it gets so much better.
Oh.
Because halfway through the movie, this guy comes in, this older gentleman comes in and sits next to me on the other side.
Ooh.
And there's, again, 6 people in the movie theater. He comes and sits next to me. Like 5 minutes later, he puts his hand on my leg.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the? I was like, the guy who I want to isn't touching me. This random fucker puts his hand. So I like immediately slap it away. I'm like, what the fuck? Oops, sorry.
No, you can cuss.
You can cuss.
Oh. Yeah, it's about to get dirty. Go ahead.
And so I just like slap him and just like I slap the hand away and I'm just like, no. And he continues to sit there. And then he just like stares at me. And at this point in time, I'm just like, my date is oblivious.
He didn't
like,
do anything?
He has no idea what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how he doesn't know what's going on.
Was he asleep?
He may have been. That could have been the problem.
Did he have a stroke?
Oh my gosh.
he got him after the movie was over. So I think he was fine. But anyways, I just turned to stare at the guy and I'm just like, go away. I'm like, and so he finally just got up and left.
Well, he couldn't, I guess your date couldn't see the hand.
No, he didn't see the hand. I mean, it was in the dark. So I get that. But I like just completely hit the guy, his hand off.
Harvey Weinstein?
Probably.
That is a crazy. So after the creepy guy leaves,
yeah.
Do you just kind of roll with everything else? Like the date still?
Yeah. The date still
Did
went
you
on. It
tell
was all
him?
good.
It's like, hey, this guy touched my leg.
I don't think I actually ever told him.
I think that is the most craziest part. Because first of all, he didn't see that, and second, you kind of. But that's kind of cool because you just kind of, so what? It happened. It happened. No big deal.
No, so that was definitely my. That was the craziest college date I had.
But how about after? Did you guys go on a second? Did he kiss you at the end, or?
No, he did not kiss me at the end of that date. It was the end. We went out again, and we went to the. I'm gonna blank. It's the Winchester Mystery House. There we go, in San Jose. We went there on Halloween, and it was after that date because we went with a bunch of people. But it was interesting because he went with, we all went as a group, and this is the only time that I was broken up with through Facebook messaging over winter break.
Oh no!
Yes. We weren't even like dating though. He didn't even talk to me, like through it. It was just like 3 dates, and that was it. And he didn't really talk to me, and we didn't really. It was like the end of the winter break.
But did you have were you serious with him in your mind?
No.
Okay.
No. But so that was the funny part because we weren't serious. We didn't talk for like 3 weeks during winter break. I get a message like the day before going back being like, I am no longer interested in you. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Sends it through Facebook Messenger. I'm like, that's a first. But then like 3 days later, he gets together with one of his 2 really, really close girlfriends, and they're married now.
Oh.
But they started dating like right after. So I was like, all right, that's cool. Like, officially like closed it. So then you could go ahead and start something else. But more props.
Something else forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it was awesome.
Isn't that like, what is that, Shallow Hal? Have you seen that movie?
No.
Like
ago.
everyone he dates, like the next person that like is the next person they date is like they get married or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. So fast forward to Dallas. So how does that compare to the dates here?
The dates here are pretty good. Like the dates here are fun.
Really? I'm confused. Tell me more.
So I don't really drink, which a lot of people in the fitness, they don't really either. So it hasn't, so we always just think of other things to do.
Yeah.
So two
It's
weeks.
so funny that you say that because at my gym where I work out, like the fridge has beer.
What gym do you work out at?
I'll tell you later. I'm not going to put him on blast.
Okay. Okay, go
Well,
ahead.
what if they don't want people to know? But yeah, like I was complaining one day. I was like, I'm going to go out for drinks after this workout. He's like, do you want one now? Because there's one in here. And I'm like, okay.
That's funny.
Well, I know some of the gyms bring like pizza and candy into the gyms, which I think is a little ridiculous, but I
Cheat meal.
digress.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So about 2 weeks ago, I started back on the online dating. 2.5 weeks ago, mostly because my friends left me for the weekend, so I need something to do. So I downloaded Hinge. So I was like, okay, it's a perfect time to get back into dating again. Yeah. And so the first date, I had a date on Saturday and I had a date on Sunday with 2 different guys. The one on Saturday, we went to a comedy show and then we went out dancing at Red River.
Yep.
So it was just really fun.
Can you dance?
I like dancing.
Yeah. Was he like flipping you around and?
He was such a good dancer.
Really?
Oh yes, I was very happy about that.
Huh.
We were 2-stepping, which I learned to do only one other time.
It's easy.
It's easy, especially if the guy knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
And there's nothing
he
more
can
attractive.
lead, yes.
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
I've told you this before.
Learn how to two-step.
You don't know how to two-step?
I mean, I could salsa. I just haven't tried. I haven't tried two-stepping before.
Let's
I think
go
if I tried,
two-stepping.
yeah, I think I can hang.
You can hang.
think
If you
I
can
could.
salsa, you
Yeah.
can two-step.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
and
So,
then the next-
but that date though,
Yes.
did it go well or like how?
It
Where'd
went
you guys
well.
eat?
At the comedy club, they had food there.
Oh,
we said-
Hyenas. Were you over here somewhere or?
north on 75 somewhere.
Okay. I don't know. Addison. What is it called? Improv.
I don't
Addison
know.
Improv.
I have no idea.
Anyway, so who was the comedian? Was it a good choice?
There were
I'm going to laugh at someone that you know.
And
Okay.
the cool part about it is that there were about 8 comedians, and it was an hour and a half or 2 hours, and they got it was between like 3 to 8 or 10 minutes
Okay.
piece, depending upon how good they were.
Like an open mic night.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So if they were good, they got some more extended time. There's one guy who was super awkward who
Mm-hmm.
got 3 minutes. So
Do you think that's a good first date, Emma? Because they're not really talking. Or does it matter?
I don't know. I'm really weird when it comes to comedy because I don't think a lot of people are funny. So when I think that you're funny, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
do you think you're funny?
Yes.
Of course she does.
Like if you just went to go, if you went to go take me to see John Mulaney, yeah, that'd be a
It's
great
funny.
day.
Yeah. So okay, that's a good choice though. I think comedy because you're laughing, you're smiling, but what happened in between? How did you guys end up at Red River?
So he drove. He drove, and
he drove.
Did he pick you up?
Did he?
So here's the thing: the last 3 guys that I've been on dates with have all lived in the vicinity of here, like within 0.2 miles. It's been so weird.
A lot of dudes here. So
There's a lot of dudes here that apparently like to go on dates. So once we found out that he literally lived right over there, it didn't make any sense to go drive somewhere, both of us leaving at the same time, driving and plus
but did it feel weird?
I usually don't. I don't even usually give out my number until we actually meet up. And I know I heard from Spencer last time that, they always do like FaceTime conversations before. I don't even like give out my number if I don't feel super comfortable with it.
My other friend does that. Kaylee, your on-air girlfriend does that too.
Oh, she does that?
Yeah.
Okay. But, okay, so you guys met on Bumble.
Hinge.
So how long did it take for you? And the reason why we're going deep into this because our listeners are single and are doing the same things that we're doing, right?
Yeah.
So they want to hear other perspectives on how it's going. So on Hinge, how far did you go into did you guys message until he asked you out? Or did you ask him out?
No, he asked me out.
Okay.
And it was about 3 days of messaging. And it was, I don't know, maybe like a check-in 1 or 2 times during the day and then more messaging at night. And then on the 3rd day, because I joined it on Tuesday because I wanted to go out that weekend.
Do you find that guys wait 3 days? Because most of us are like, we're like, oh, you want to hang out? You want to hang out? No?
So it's funny that you mentioned that because I was in a situation a few weeks ago, and so one of my friends was aware of something that was happening, and she's like, and so I'm telling her about the 3-day rule. She's like, wait, that's a thing? And I'm like, apparently with straight people it is.
3-day rule, like waiting
Yes.
to ask somebody out? Is that a rule? Is that true?
I haven't heard that I know it's like 3 days after, but that I don't even agree with anymore.
I don't either. So I was like really peeved, and I was like, stupid straight relationship.
Fuck the rules, guys. Like if you feel somebody, just ask them out, right? It doesn't matter.
I also think it's when you start messaging. Because if you start messaging somebody on Monday and you're already talking about weekend plans, like a lot of communication that can go severely wrong. And you've already committed, one of the days.
But a lot of the books for men say don't talk too much because you'll fuck it up. And ask, I think Spencer knows this, but ask for the date as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Because you'll say something wrong, and then messaging, sometimes you can say a joke or that you think is funny, but she'll take the wrong way, and then she'll just like unmatch you. So how did he ask? What did he say? Like, do you want to hang out, or was it like cute or something? Or
so he asked, what type of activities do I typically like doing? And so I respond like my usual responses back, and then he's like, well, is there anything that you want to try? And so this year, I wanted to go to a couple. I heard there's some good comedy shows around here, so I was like, oh, I want to go to a comedy show. He's like, all right, like I'll look up, and he took the initiative, and he looked up tickets, and he also asked like what other type of stuff I like to do, and so I was like, well, I like dancing, so he took the initiative and was just kind of like, all right, I found this, or is this good for you at this time, and he got the tickets, and so I was very impressed by that.
Nice.
That's a good dude. I think. Okay. So, and that's
Is there
good
a second
because.
date yet?
Oh yeah.
So we did have a second date.
Wait. Did you guys kiss on the first date?
We did kiss
You
on
did.
Ooh.
How was it? Was it like a nervous thing, or was it pretty smooth? Or
I will say, it was a pretty good kiss. I'm trying to remember at what point. It was during the date.
That like the first kiss to me is like a car accident. It like happens so fast, but also in slow motion at the same time. And I'm like going for the move, and not Spencer's move, but I'm like kissing at the end, and there's no telling, like if. Like my heart's beating and I'm like going this fast, and sometimes they see that, they make like a right turn, left turn, and sometimes it just happens. So what happened in your situation?
We were at the Red River. So it happened during the date. I will say, I think one of the guys I went on a date with earlier listened to Spencer because he literally did the same big date kiss. He did. It was like when I heard that, I was laughing. I'm like, someone took his advice.
So you need to tell Spencer that because he's coming back. He has a book out. I think it's for men though.
It is for men.
Yeah. But that totally worked. Like when he did that kiss mid-date, like he leaned over on the table, like he got up to go to the bathroom, leaned over and did it.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, damn.
And then
I was like,
you
all
heard
right.
it later, and you're like,
Yeah.
ah!
I know. I was like, played. Totally played. But there's a reason because it works.
Yeah.
So this was a different guy before
Yeah,
the.
that was a guy from California.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. And Spencer's on that. Oh, no, he's on the East Coast.
He's in Chicago.
Yeah. Okay, so after the date, you guys kissed, and how was that experience?
He was a good kisser.
Yeah?
He was.
Okay.
Yeah. He dropped me off, and yeah, he was a good kiss.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys hold hands before, or do any like touchy-feely type?
Well, because we were
things?
dancing. We were two-stepping.
Oh my gosh! And
So
then
he like has to hold her close.
They- oh,
and
that
here's the
is a
thing about
move.
dancing that I
Genius.
love, especially when you're like dancing no matter what, is like when the guy, even if the guy isn't a good dancer, the guy, leads that dance, right? So like the hand that's on the waist, like it's either pulling you close or it's like pushing you out, but like it can get like so intimate when you're dancing.
Yeah, it can.
I love it.
Yeah, and didn't we do an episode about like pheromones or hormones or something? Whenever, like, it's good to ask somebody out after they have been working out.
So there's actually a TED Talk that I was researching about this, Dawn Massler. And so it was about if you work out, for guys, you have more testosterone and you have more pheromones that are more attractive. So it's the same thing with dancing. Like, and women are just way more drawn or attracted to that.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Good date idea.
You're just so close together too. And then if he's a good dancer, then it's really a
It's
turn
a
on.
bonus.
Yeah, it is.
Huh. Okay. So a second date?
So yes, I went out on Saturday. I went out on an awesome date with a different girl on Sunday.
Wait, hold on. So
Oh.
did he text you right after the date, the
Yes.
dancing date, and say, did he tell you text me when you get home or whatever?
Well, he dropped me off. So.
Okay. So did he text the next day, or how does that happen?
He texted me that night saying, thanks for going out. It was a great night. I can't wait to see you again. And then he texted me, I think, the next day asking, like, when to go out again.
Oh, he's eager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say that like it's a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
No, but he's really into you, and which is really good. I mean, that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
I know.
Are you
Right?
into him?
Right?
So,
Honestly, you can tell us.
oh,
no
no,
one's listening.
I broke up. I broke up with that, with him
What?
after the second date.
Did something
Ooh.
happen on?
It was just not like the first date was because we did so many fun things, and then the second date, which was during the week.
Oh, it's real life.
It
Like
was
face-to-face
just
talking?
it was during the week, and we like sat down and had more conversations and just got to talking, and it just wasn't really that much of a connection or that much of a spark. So when you take away all kind of the fun of the first date, then you actually get to.
What did you guys do?
We just went and grabbed coffee because it was like it was late. So
So you were like tired too.
Yeah.
yeah.
But how
I
long
don't know,
was?
when you're just not feeling it, you're just not.
Yeah.
But when did you not feel it? Like when you met
After
him?
the second date. Yeah.
Okay, after the second
Yeah.
date.
Well, like halfway through the second date, I was like, can we go dance?
But what are you like looking for? What was missing? Like just the connection, conversation, or values?
The connection, definitely. Also, he was in transition between like
A man? Go ahead.
he was legal. He was like 30.
Oh, okay.
Don't want that to sound.
Becoming a man.
No, it was just more like he was transitioning between jobs. Like he was looking to go do something else and like a complete career shift. And he was very focused. He was very, very focused on that. And that's what he was spending a lot of time on. More power to him. Like
Yeah.
But that's not. It was just something where it was pulling him away, and it was just something that I was not really into.
Okay. So he basically trying to start his whole career over, basically. Or
Yeah.
Career change, not like get a different job within the same.
No, complete career change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that transition piece can be difficult, right?
And he was
Especially
trying to
if you're
decide.
looking, you're looking for something like more consistent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 So Sunday guy.
Yes.
Oh, Sunday's date was awesome. So we were originally going to go around like White Rock Lake because it was pretty. And he messages me, again, I didn't give my number, so I was messaging through Hinge. And he was just like, hey, it's a nice day. Do you want to go skydiving? So I'm like, yeah. So we went skydiving.
Indoor or outdoor?
What?
Outdoor.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was awesome. And
Yeah.
because, again, he lives like right over here. So he picked me up because it was like an hour north, or like 45 minutes north. And
This is the first date.
yeah, first date.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like amazing. So yeah, if
Okay.
you want to go to like, that's my type of thing that I like to do.
Nice.
Not your
Not
thing.
skydiving.
Nice.
Well, the first date is maybe second. I don't know.
No, I'm not a fan of skydiving. I have a thing of heights. I like
Oh.
roller coasters because at least like I'm still like connected to the ground.
You could do bungee jumping. You're held on by cord.
Yeah. Anyways, she likes to sit down and have a nice, classy dinner somewhere. That's what she likes to do.
You don't know me.
I know you.
That's your ideal first date.
You don't know me.
I know you.
Just not gonna go. I mean, I give you props for doing that because
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do that like for someone's birthday.
Well, I think you like the thrill, right? You're pretty much a thrill seeker. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was really good. And plus, I liked that because it was a 45-minute drive. So you got 45
You have to
minutes of
talk.
chat.
Yeah.
On the going there and then also on the way back.
Yeah.
And so we had a good time and we went skydiving.
So what was after that?
That was like pretty much all day, and I had something later that night. Not another date. I was just meeting up with a friend.
Okay. Is there a second date going on?
No.
Oh,
no.
why?
Because you have so much time to talk to somebody and get to know somebody, and different value system on that one. But very, very, very nice guy, very well mannered, just different values.
Yeah. So what are you looking for? That's the question.
So looking for someone who can make me laugh. Like I like to laugh, and just who's very kind, intelligent, like can carry a lot of intelligent conversations, has more of his career and ambition towards his career, like has that more in place and established. That's important to me. Athletic, or at least has to understand my athletic needs. But yeah, that's about it. It's a good
Okay.
family guy,
Okay.
wants kids.
Huh. So there is some red flag somewhere, like a pet peeve or something, or like with a skydiving guy.
Yes. Well,
Oh. but but I feel like there's a lot of guys here like that, right?
yeah.
Right?
no,
Yeah.
there are.
We're in the belt of things.
We are. Lots of this going on. So you're not, obviously.
No, I'm Catholic.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you can sing to this too? Okay.
I'm not singing. That is not my. No, I can dance. I cannot sing.
Okay.
I'm told many a time.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah.
Teach his own.
To each his own.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that was last weekend, basically.
Yes.
Nothing else coming up.
So now I've been on. So now I have. Actually, I don't even know on Monday night if that would have been technically a date. He's probably listening to this.
Uh-oh.
He also lives right here. See, that's the convenient part.
Gee,
about
I need to
here.
move to this
You should,
area
you should.
instead, man.
Like the problem with the Bay Area is you have them spread out all over the place. Like
Yeah.
you'll be driving like 45 minutes in one direction and they live like 10 miles away. But here it's so convenient.
Yeah. So what you had a date or did not?
Yeah, no, I had a date. We went out and went to the batting cages.
There,
Oh,
that's
that's
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. We went to the batting cages, and then I had to go to a networking type of event on Monday, and he came and joined on the networking event,
Oh,
which
that's
was
cool.
yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
I was a panel speaker.
Oh, what were you speaking about?
I was not speaking. It was for the Dallas Arts, so the mayor was speaking,
Okay.
kind of about the Dallas Arts Month.
So what's wrong with him?
Nothing.
Spill it right now, Michelle.
2-1 right now. We got one.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with him yet.
Nothing wrong. Usually after the second day, we'll know, right?
Yeah,
We'll know
Oh,
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, the Sunday one, she knew after the first date.
Yes, but I mean there are some obvious ones.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's okay.
break this thing. I'm sorry. I'm Italian. I talk to my hands.
she's doing karate with the
It's
with
winning.
our boom mics here. So so you just use Hinge? Is that
I just use Hinge. Yes.
okay? Why is that?
So I've done Bumble before, and then I just don't like the swiping aspect of it. It does not make me. I feel very judgmental, and I don't
You
like the
feel
way
like
I
God.
feel.
You
Yes,
know, you're
all
like,
the power.
bye.
See, now you need that religious music back.
Yeah. See,
Be like, yeah,
very judgmental too. You're like, nope, yeah, nope, yep, and
exactly. And I didn't like it.
yeah. Okay. So you don't like this music, Emma? So no other apps? Maybe OkCupid, or have you tried Match?
I did use a dating matchmaker.
Oh, tell us.
4 years ago, I want to say.
Here in Texas or in California?
No, in California.
Oh.
In California. I did about like 4 years ago, and so the promise was 3 different guys. She stopped after 2 and refunded my money. Which
Why?
I think is like the ultimate, like, you're a hopeless case. Like, I can't do this anymore. I think she just was going to write her a really bad review.
Or all the guys she had were like screwballs.
Oh my God.
Right.
I don't even know. And it was like this 8-month process. I had to go through and fill out all these forms. I mean, the first two guys, she did show me, like, I did go out with 3 guys, but one of them, like, she apologized for because he was just not okay.
Was this a big company?
And she set
No,
you,
it wasn't.
And she set you up with this guy and then apologized for it?
Yeah, and she's like, I'm sorry, we won't count that as one of your 3. So technically I did go out with 3, but after like 2 official ones, she just refunded my money back. And she was like, I can't help you. I was like, oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Did she say any reasons why?
She did say that she, what was I then? My late 20s, mid-late 20s. And so she has said that a lot of the guys that did this were in, their like late 30s, early 40s. So she would say she had a harder time finding guys who were around my age.
Oh. Is that important to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old or like how much older or younger will you date?
Let's see. My ex-boyfriend, he was, I think, 3 years older. And then that's as old as I've gone. And then younger, I've dated maybe like 1 or 2 years younger. I have a pretty short bandwidth, apparently.
Okay, so about
5
max
years.
age 25, 24.
Older.
Oh, no.
I'm older now. That was years ago. I know I have plenty of friends who have married older, like 10 years older.
Yeah.
And it's worked out great. They're very happy. They're still together. So, I mean, I'm not saying no to the opportunity. It's just I have not come across them.
Yeah, I think age is nothing but a number, but there are some differences and like generational differences. Right, Emma?
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like if they're too old, then they're not cool and hip.
I don't know.
If they're too young, then all they do is like they're on their phone all the time. Right?
I don't know. I've never dated anyone younger. No, I have. Never mind.
What? Are you uncomfortable?
No.
Okay. Just
What's
check.
the oldest you dated, Emma?
Emma, put that mic
7
close to your
years
face.
older than me, I think.
Okay.
7 to 10, somewhere in that range.
Would you date that old again?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I think most of us are immature. I think most dudes are, honestly. I think when you get to like your late 30s, then you kind of start figuring it out. In your 30s, like I didn't know what I was doing. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, or 20s for sure. You know?
I was just telling someone, I was like, sometimes I wish I could like forget my 20s. Just like erase it.
Why? Because of men or because other reasons?
All of the above.
Oh my gosh. Let's not get into that. Okay, so Michelle, you've seen the dating space here and in San Francisco. What should the men do better here in Dallas?
I think the men are doing a very good job here. I think the manners matter. And I hope that has not gotten lost. And because I know it has gotten semi-lost in California. I didn't know it was a thing for guys to walk on the outside of the sidewalk and for girls to walk.
You know why, right? Because back in the day, whenever they would throw like shit buckets out, they would throw it out to the street and it would hit the man instead of the woman.
Oh.
Yeah, right? So I would get shit on instead of she would, right?
That's
It's
so
not
sweet
just,
of you.
it's safety too, whatever, but it's really just to catch the shit from hitting you in the face.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So eloquent.
So what can men do better though? Is there anything that we can, because I think you were mentioning guys don't come up to you and like ask you out and stuff like that. Is that something that you think we should be doing better here?
I think that in general, people are preoccupied with their phones a lot when they're out. And I think that that's a great opportunity when you're just, if 2 people are out or if you're, just to engage more with a person instead of just hiding behind the phone. And I mean, I'm guilty of it too. Like if I'm super awkward at that networking event, like I had to force myself to put away the phone and to like go up and talk to strangers.
Are you extroverted or introverted?
I'd say I'm squarely in the middle. There are times when I'm extroverted, but there are times when I am introverted and definitely do not want to.
So have you been to a bar alone? Ever?
No.
No.
But I also don't really drink.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I mean,
Have
you
you
can
been
eat.
to a restaurant by yourself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But I've never
It's
been
the
to a
same.
movie by myself.
I love going to movies by myself.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It is fun. I mean, sometimes you can't get your friends to go with you, so why not? You get the experience. You get the. I was going to say drinks again, but
Yeah. I love indie movies, so I don't have that many friends, or our schedules don't work. So I'm like, I'm going to go see this without you.
And you
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I do. They're a lot of fun. Like, one of the last movies I saw by myself was like a Western.
No one wanted to go with you.
No.
I'm not going to that. Okay. All right, Michelle. So, for someone moving here from San Francisco, what would you recommend them to do to get back into the dating scene? Do you have any recommendations?
I would suggest kind of going to different spots. And I found a lot of people through, working out or being active or just kind of going and trying things and things that I enjoy. Break that.
It's okay.
I would also suggest meetups. Because
Yeah.
when I first moved here, I went to a couple of different meetups just to go and literally meet up. That's lame.
A lot of weirdos there, like myself.
There are, but there's also a lot of really fun people.
Yeah, there are.
It also helps if you move for a purpose. Like if you move for a company, you're going to have coworkers. If you move for school, you're going to have classmates. So just make sure to leverage those and the people who are there. But also, I mean, I talk to most people. So every time I have a list on my phone of just things that people have told me to go try or to go do or restaurants to go do. And so it's easy to kind of be like, oh, hey, if I meet someone I met some really nice ladies over at the gym and they came with me to a couple of events because I was like, oh, I've heard of this. Do you want to come with me? And so it's just, if you have something to do, it's, again, it's a lot easier if you have a pre-event and then you're like, oh, hey, do you want to come do this with me? Because if they don't, no big deal. They're maybe declining you because it's like dating, but we're trying to find friends.
Oh,
too.
yeah, same thing.
It's the same thing.
There's a Bumble BFF. Have you seen that?
I have.
Or tried it? No?
No.
You're actually judging friends, too, at that point.
I know, exactly.
Very judgy.
Very judgy. Although Bumble does their really cool Dallas events here.
Yeah.
They do. I'm somehow on their email list.
Yeah.
Good.
We're trying to do something with them. We will see. We're working on it. Anyways. Okay, so join meetups, and that's your thing, right? Join meetups, basically.
I mean, if you want to date, I would suggest definitely getting on a dating app around here.
Yeah.
But also having some fun date ideas. So, because guys have asked me on the date apps, like, oh, is there anything you want to do or you want to try? Or, and it's also easy, like, you ask, hey, I'm new here. What should I do?
I think the guy should pry and ask questions, and then make a decision, and then take the lead, right?
I completely
Right.
agree. Because someone suggests that we're going to a bar on the first date and they don't ask me any questions.
Yeah. Or what if, like, you're a vegetarian and they take you to, like, the
steakhouse.
steakhouse?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not cool.
There are plenty of guys on Hinge that don't ask any questions.
What
It's amazing.
What did they say?
It's all statements.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
so yeah.
Well, here's the philosophy behind that. When you ask questions, you seem needy. That's it.
according to who?
According to men's egos. Yeah, there's lots of books on that, which is I don't think
Brainwashing.
I think you should just ask questions and just be who you are.
Yeah.
I think we're following too many rules.
And the thing is that in books that like are written for women and dating, they tell us the same thing too. It's like to not ask that many questions because you don't want to seem needy. And like part of the things that frustrates me is that like these stupid rules that we're told to do like come from these books, which is why I stopped reading self-help books on purpose.
Because they can't help you anymore.
No, they were giving me the wrong advice.
They're gonna give your money
and
back,
I don't
like,
believe in advice.
Can't get a refund on
No?
that one.
No.
Okay, so let's talk about working out.
Yes.
Um,
So do you do competitions?
I do.
ooh.
I do.
Have you won?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, nice.
So I grew up playing tennis. I switched over and played golf later, which I still do. Still love it. And then somewhere along the way in the gym, I started trying to do Olympic weightlifting on my own. Some very kind girl was like, you really should go get a coach for that. And so I did. And so I started picking up Olympic weightlifting, which just means that you do two movements, the clean and jerk and the snatch.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That's really it?
Yeah.
No bench press, nothing like that?
So that's powerlifting. So powerlifting is a squat, bench, and deadlift. And so I picked that up about 2.5, 3 years ago, Olympic weightlifting. I did 3 competitions. I'm about 8 inches too tall for the sport. So most of the any type of power lifter, most, they're about like between like 5 and 5'2". They're awesome. They're beasts, but it goes by weight class.
Oh.
So I'm a little too tall for it. But anyway, I still love it. I love it. When I moved here, I didn't have an Olympic weightlifting coach. So I did a strongman competition when I was here. And then I did a bodybuilding competition over through SMU, which I won.
Nice.
So yeah, they gave you a crown and it's like the biggest ego boost ever.
Is it really?
Oh,
You still have it?
Oh, of course. If I'm having a bad day, I put the crown on. I'm like, life is good.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
And then I found I found an amazing Olympic weightlifting coach here. And so I started back again in training with him. And so I'm doing my first competition again back in Olympic weightlifting. So I'll be doing that in a couple months.
Very cool.
Cool. You're probably the first person that I've met that's an Olympic weightlifter or that does that, right?
Yeah.
Do we know anyone?
No.
No, that's so cool.
I know people at my gym that do it, but they do it for other reasons.
That's a good segue. Why?
Well, so I also help kind of coach some football, like high school football guys to do Olympic weightlifting.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And so they do it for power and speed. So they'll do like a lot of power cleans, and they're going off to college, and their coaches program it. So a lot of college athletes in very much a power sport, so sprinters and football players, they do a lot of cleans because it's just explosive. So it works on your power movements a lot. So it transfers very well into other sports.
Yeah.
Very cool. Do you like the coaching part of it?
I do. I like the fact that you can see improvement. I like the fact that, athletes who are playing for a sport and playing for a purpose, they really care about getting better. So they're a lot more willing to listen to you versus somebody who's just coming in and, just generally wants to get better. And just in fitness, they may not listen as well just because Olympic weightlifting is very technical. So if I tell the guys, elbows up, feet closer together, like they listen a lot better. And when they make the lifts, they get very happy.
And they're younger.
They're younger.
Right. They're not adults. And we're like, I don't care what you say. I'm going to do it the way I do it. Right.
Yeah, but they're like 18-year-old guys, so they don't listen.
Oh, okay.
That well.
Yeah. Because most of us, we're like, I'm going to do a bench press or my form's going to be the way it is because that's just how I've been doing forever. Right. So they're more moldable.
They
I
are.
guess. Yeah.
Definitely.
So what are your thoughts on working out and dating?
I think it's very important for people to be on the same level. So either they both understand that health and fitness and working out are important to them, or they both are just kind of like, yeah, that's not as important right now. But I think I've had issues where I'll work out, 5, 6, 7 days a week, and that's a big portion of my life. And there's, the health side of it that goes along with it. And some people, if they may not understand that. And so instead of I don't like to defend myself for that reason. So I'm like, there's no reason why I should have to defend my health and my fitness to somebody.
Yeah.
Do you find that clashes with your dating life sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah, it does clash. But then also most times, I would say majority of the time it enhances. So I've dated a lot of people who are athletes and who come from fitness backgrounds, and it's awesome because it helps if they're not in the same sport because I'm a competitive person.
At everything?
At everything. Everyone thinks they're good at ping pong. But
I know I'm not.
I'm the best, so
see,
yeah.
It's 50-50, okay? It's not everyone. But it helps if you guys are both at least on the same page for it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we have this research that was done last year, and there's so many good facts about it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's done by Zusk. They surveyed over 7,000 members, lots of members. And so everyone's New Year's resolution is to get fit and find a man or a woman. And then it shows also that, most breakups happen in January.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when mine happened.
Yes. Yeah. So... but I don't know, because I think just a segment of the population is into working out, right? It's not everybody.
Yeah.
So you got to find that group of people, or maybe write that in your profile. Say something about I like to live an active lifestyle, because that actually makes a big difference in this research, they were saying if you mention like staying active, you get 81% more inbound messages. That's crazy.
Wow.
Why?
I don't know. I gotta say though, like the moment that I see a guy like doing like a weight lift picture on his like I swipe left. I don't care for
All right, Michelle, gym selfie. Would you swipe right or left?
Okay, I don't have any gym selfies.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Okay.
I have pictures of me like Olympic lifting.
I think you and the crown would be good.
That's different.
I do not put the crown. I definitely removed the crown picture. I don't want them to know that yet. But yes, if they do like the locker room selfie picture, no.
Yeah, it's like them,
absolutely,
like themselves and like facing the mirror maybe.
Or like if you have like just a dumbbell and you're flexing and you take a picture of it, you look like a moron. Stop it.
Completely agree. Yeah, if you're taking a picture and you're trying to do curls for the girls on that one, no, absolutely not. Swiping the other direction.
Yeah, but some experts say if you have it, flaunt it. Why not?
I have big boobs, but like
well, you should flaunt
all
that.
of my pictures don't show me with my cleavage.
No, you should show them. Show your assets. Yeah, it even says in the research too, talk about it. If you have abs, talk about it. Do you guys agree?
No.
No,
Disagree?
no, that's such a D-bag thing to
Thank
do. Are you
you.
kidding me? It goes back to the situation from Jersey Shore when, like, in the first 2 seasons, he's just like, make the situation. We got ourselves a situation. He lifted up his shirt. He was such a D-bag doing that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody cares.
Would you date the situation? Yes.
No.
Or
No.
oh my gosh. Okay. I thought he was a cool guy.
No.
So what? You guys are both millennials, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. It says that 58% don't value exercising as much.
I do value it. I hate doing it, but I value it.
Mm-hmm. But I know what Michelle's going to say. Of course, you value it, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's because it's important to you. And you probably grew up that way.
Yes.
You know, working out. But what if, like, you found the perfect mate? Who's your celebrity crush? Do you have one?
Who's the guy who plays Thor?
Ooh, Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
But he doesn't work out.
Did you not see Thor?
But what if he doesn't work out? I mean,
What if he's Chris Hemsworth, but just like dad bod?
Yeah. And he makes you laugh.
Yeah, no.
And he's intellectual.
Let me put it this way. If he does not mind my active lifestyle,
And he doesn't.
but see, a lot of the activities that I choose to do and I choose to do with dates at least involve like going out and walking outside.
He will go on a walk with you.
Okay, then I could probably do it because I'll beat him at everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He'd be okay with that too, because he would just be there to support you and help you be the strong, powerful woman that you are.
Okay, yeah, that I could do. Done. Find me Chris Hemsworth right there.
Dad bod.
So in your profile, do you say something about exercising, like in your bio?
That's a good question. No, because I think Hinge you only answer like 3 questions, and I didn't pick any of the questions. I have one picture of golf because that's a really cool background, and then one picture of me lifting, and that's it. But it's like not a gym selfie.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are normal.
Yeah. So Emma, would you date somebody that's really hardcore into working out, like 100%? No. See, it's crazy how like everyone's dating preferences are so different depending on the person, right? I'm indifferent because I don't care. I want them to.
I wouldn't say like. I think I'm kind of like the opposite of you a little bit, because I would be like, well, like you can be into it as long as you're not like dragging me into all the crap all the time. If I'm not like like if it's like the same thing with like soccer, like if I'm not forced to watch you play soccer, like softball all the time, like I'm okay with it.
What if you like hated Game of Thrones? Just hated it, but worked out so much.
Oh my gosh, I feel like my eye is switching.
Yeah, the look on your face is just priceless right now.
Does he like Harry Potter?
No. Let's say he doesn't like any of that stuff.
I think we need to go back to the heartbeat there.
He's a nice guy.
Does he look like Benedict Cumberbatch or Jason Momoa?
Yes or no?
Does he look like Jason Momoa or Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes, sure. He's a 10.
And he hates Game of Thrones and Harry Potter.
Go ahead. He's good in bed. Oh my gosh, so good.
Does he let me drink wine?
He does, but hates Game of Thrones.
Gosh, that's a hard one. I don't know. I think once Game of Thrones is over, like I'll have a different perspective on things. But right now, like I'm really like obsessing over it. So right now, that's a difficult choice.
Yeah, I guess what I'm getting here is like people have deal breakers, right?
What's your deal breaker, Zorric?
Oh my.
Mine
gosh.
are like
I have a
ugly
lot.
feet.
Ugly feet. Like, how does it have
Like,
to?
yeah, how's it?
Who has nice feet?
I have nice feet.
Are you sure?
Yes, I do. I have little baby feet. I get my pedicure done monthly.
Uh huh. The crowd's booing your feet.
You're the worst.
I'm not a fan of toes. I have no comment.
Oh, you're not?
Some people have
No?
beautiful feet. Some people do have really beautiful feet. I don't want to touch feet, but like I can admire a good foot. But if you have like if you have ugly feet and ugly like toes, like no, that's a deal breaker for me. Groom it. It's called exfoliation. Like you just put it in the shower and you just you just like do the little scrub. Like it's fine. Like your feet don't have to be ugly.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna go on about feet, on and on.
Yep.
Take care of your feet.
What if they were born that way? What if they were
Well,
born with
they
just
are
ugly
bone.
feet?
Yeah.
It's called pedicures.
Foot
Take care of
transplant.
Yes.
Yeah, get rid
no.
of that foot. So what if a guy showed up to your date in yoga pants?
Ew.
Women found yoga pants most attractive.
On men?
Yes.
On men?
Yes, on men.
What?
Wait, what?
Second was basketball shorts.
No.
Third is muscle shirts. Yoga pants. I've never worn one,
No.
but I was gonna buy some.
Please don't.
Those are like, that's what I wear when I don't, like, when I know I'm not going to leave the house and I'm just going to, like, binge watch stuff and, like, clean. That's what I wear because I don't even like wearing yoga pants to yoga. They're not, like, comfortable for yoga.
Are they? I don't know. I mean, I've done yoga a few times in gym shorts, and it's fine.
Yeah, gym shorts is fine. I'm so short, though. Like, I have to hem them, so I'd rather just wear, like, shorts when I do yoga.
Because dudes, we love yoga pants. Like looking at them, sounds
Because
creepy.
it makes our butts bigger,
Sounds
right?
creepy, but
It makes our
46%
butts
of
bigger,
men,
right?
we would rather you guys wear yoga pants on the first date.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
so gross.
Yeah,
I usually do, so perfect.
that's why I get so many second dates. And spandex is number 2. Tank top is third. But how much does clothing matter to you on the first date, if any?
Not really.
No?
I mean, let me put it this way. I won't necessarily, I'll notice nice styles, but I'll notice poor styling choices more. So if I'm like, if you're wearing something obnoxious, I'll notice that a lot more than be like, oh, he has a nice style.
Yeah.
I'll notice like, oh no, you're ugly. Like that's ugly right there.
But I think it helps. If we dress decent, it helps our chances, right?
So if Zorric wore
No shoes, showed all of my
chambray
feet.
shirt buttoned up with a bolo tie
What is this?
Yes.
and like some black jeans and some brown shoes with a bolo tie. Just remember the bolo tie. Would you think that was a good first date choice?
Have you done that before?
No.
I don't think so.
No, he
I don't
hasn't.
think so.
Would you do that if I said yes?
I would try
Yes, he
to.
would.
I would wear
Yes.
it next week.
We gotta go get you a bolo tie now.
Yeah. No, I tend to dress up. No yoga
Yeah.
pants for me. That would be weird. Unless we're going to a yoga date on the first date.
Would you do a yoga date on the first date?
I would. Yeah, sure. You know,
Nice.
I've done yoga before. I mean, it's
I would do like the goat yoga on the first date because I think that would be fun.
yeah.
And then
yeah,
give me beer.
Yeah.
We did. I've done puppy yoga, not on a date, just
Oh,
in
puppy
general.
yoga?
It was awesome.
Oh,
Totally recommend puppy yoga.
I want to do puppy yoga now. And my best friend's leaving me, and we can't do puppy yoga anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna tell her I spoke about her so much on this show.
So, have you guys ever been hit on at the gym? Any?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. How does that happen?
I don't think I'm like special hot sauce or anything, but I do get hit on quite a bit. Mostly, I think it's because I don't wear headphones, so I'm more approachable. And I think that's. I know. That's the biggest thing. I can't lift with music. I can't lift with music with headphones on. So I think that's why.
Yeah, yeah. So, but how does it happen? So if I
never
was
good.
if I was at the gym, like do they just do a pickup line or something, or like
Hey, do you need some help?
Yeah, it's never, guys, it's never a good idea to try to provide guidance to a girl when she's trying to
Oh, no, they mansplain stuff
They
to
mansplain.
you. Because they don't think that you know what you're doing.
And I've also had it where they try to talk to me mid-set, and I'm just like, no, I'm in the zone. Like, no. It's cool if you come up after and you just strike up a conversation. That's totally fine. But I think when people are at the gym and they're in like the weight section and they're working out, that's not the best time to try to come up to them.
Yeah.
And I also notice that's a lot more older guys too. I think it's just because younger guys wear headphones.
So what's the move? What do they say?
They'll come up and be like, "Oh, that looks nice." Like in a like literally, I don't know what they're referring to. And that was like the recent one, like 2 weeks ago. Guy comes up and is like, "Oh, that looks nice," and I'm like, I didn't know what to respond. Like, what looks nice? I have no idea.
You need to get you some fake AirPods at least, girl, and just put them in their ears so that nobody talks to you.
I know.
You know.
I used to wear headphones with no music in it, but then the wires get all tangled up.
Yeah,
and
I know. AirPods is like a beautiful invention.
Yeah, I know. I got to work on that.
So like if I'm at the gym and I'm trying to pick you up and I say like, "Hey, you're new, right? Let me be the first guy to bug you."
It depends.
No?
If it's after a workout, I'm totally cool. I think the best thing to do is just wait till you're after, because then everyone always has the endorphins. They're so happy after. They're much more likely to talk to you.
Huh. Okay. So how about like something like, "Emma,
Oh, God.
you should probably leave. You're making the other girls look bad." No. It's just, to me it's hard. It's hard. I've wanted to hit on women at the gym, but I don't know what to say. And plus they're also in, they're wearing earphones or whatever, or they have a hat on. Do you wear hats when you
No,
work
again,
out?
the bar. No.
Yeah. So,
See, the hat's like your boobs.
but would you guys welcome it if it was done the right way?
No.
Yeah, definitely.
No? Why no?
Because I'm like, when I'm at the gym, like, I'm so gross and sweaty. Like, the last thing that I want to do is get hit on when I'm at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I'm working out. Like, I just want to get the workout done and want to do what I have to do and I want to leave.
Yeah. And then you said yes, but why is that?
Because I think that you already share a common interest. And I think that that's easier when you start from a place where you have similar values or similar interests about something.
Yeah, especially for you, because that's your thing. I feel like that's one of your values, like exercise, being healthy, being fit. And that would be a great place for you to meet somebody. Or like CrossFit,
That's what I do.
right?
That's what I do.
You do CrossFit?
I do CrossFit.
Nice.
But you know what I hear about CrossFit is it's more about a community thing.
That's what I
rather
hear.
than really like fit. But that's, you guys do a lot of things too. Like burpees and all that, which you love.
I love burpees. They're my favorite.
But a friend of ours, Kale, he does CrossFit and he also does volleyball. So that's like another thing
I
too.
feel it's so funny that you mentioned that, because my gym just started, my backs was like, I don't call it a gym. They're like, we're going to start doing volleyball. And I'm like, is this like stereotypical like CrossFit crap? Like we do workouts, we do burpees, and then like we play volleyball and softball? Because I feel like it's very similar.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's the communal thing.
Yeah.
You're all hanging out and
We do have a garden. My box has a garden.
What do you guys grow?
Apparently we're growing vegetables.
Maybe it's like a stress reliever after you do your heavy workout.
Maybe.
Huh. Okay. Anyways, so a lot of cities are health conscious. What do you think is number one, Emma? Top 10 health conscious cities for daters. Number one. Easy.
New York?
Almost.
LA.
Yeah. Number 4, Emma. What's number 4?
Number 4.
Yeah, what's number 4? LA, Los Angeles, and Miami's like top 3. Number 4 is
New York?
Dallas.
Oh.
I was gonna say Dallas.
Yeah, so our home, but I don't know what that means though. I guess we're into fitness.
That means that they work out and then go to brunch.
We do.
I
lots
love
of
doing
brunches.
that. I
Yeah.
ran a 5K a few weeks ago, and then as soon as we finished, my best friend's like, brunch? Mimosas? And I was like, duh. Doing this for fun.
Do you do that in San Francisco? Brunch?
No, brunch is not as big of a thing.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I mean, people brunch and they like brunch, but it's not a staple. It's not a staple thing there.
I haven't got my sister to start doing brunch with me. And my sister was not a brunch person before. She made fun of me for it. And then she realized how beautiful it was. Got her addicted to it.
It's fun. It's fun. It's kind of cheap sometimes because you can get all you can. But you're not a drinker, of course. But it's like $10 at some places, all you can drink, and you just pass out after.
You take a nice little nap and you wake up rejuvenated for
work.
Round 2.
For round 2. Okay, so that was that. I just kind of went over some facts about this article. Did you have anything else or anything you about like health and like this article is packed with so many stats. It's kind of a lot.
I can't believe that men find yoga pants attractive.
Yeah, that's probably the most surprising.
I think it's pretty hot, honestly.
No. I can't believe the men wear the yoga pants.
Oh.
That's what I find most surprising. Not that women wear it. I wear them all the time.
Yeah.
But that men wear them.
But I've never worn them, but they look very
They're comfortable.
comfortable. Yeah. I would definitely wear some, and I'll report back to you guys.
I'm going to go
Let
to the
you
store
know.
and buy you some now.
Thank you. And there's another thing that I wanted to bring up, but it's just a lot about sex. Like apparently people are having sex at the gym, like after our orgies. This one's in UK.
What?
Yeah, and there's just one stat that says here, 10% of people said that they carried condoms in their gym bag. I mean, just in case, right? You never know.
Ew. First of all, that's
Wow.
the last thing that I really seriously, like, sex is the last thing from my mind after working out. You're gross. You smell. There's sweat in places that you don't want sweat to be in. And you really think that I want sexy time? No.
I'm with Emma on that one.
Ugh.
Yeah, but it's like hot and steamy and,
In all the
testosterone.
wrong ways.
So many
In
germs.
all the wrong ways. Your hands smell like dirt. You gotta like wash them like 3 times.
Do you have a trainer?
I do CrossFit.
Is he hot?
No, he's married. They're all married.
Have you ever fantasized about
No.
Because apparently the stats say half of the people do. Like fantasize about their trainer.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I hope he listens to this episode because no, I do not dream about any of y'all. I don't think about y'all after I leave. If I do think about you guys, it's because I'm mad at you guys for making me work out and not adjusting stuff for me. Ugh.
That's a different rant for a different day.
Yeah.
But apparently the point of this article was there's a lot of freaky stuff going on. Like this person owns a gym. He kind of gave the interview, but he finds people masturbating like in different places.
Gosh,
or
the germs thing is really
I
what's
know.
sticking out
Thank
to me.
you.
Like there's
So many
bacteria.
everywhere. There's just
And
so
you know those gyms aren't always so clean.
they're not at all.
No, and even if you use the wipes, it doesn't clean everything.
No.
So would you have sex with Liam Hemsworth at the gym?
No.
No? You would not.
No.
This was your only pass?
No.
Okay.
No. I would contract something. No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I'm just like thinking of all like the fungus and all
Yeah.
like the E. coli that's there. Like, ugh.
I think, anyways, I think it goes back to the hormones again and testosterone and
Let's shower and then let's talk about it when we get back to our house and it's clean after like I've
Leave
taken
the gym.
Yeah.
do you make men shower before sex?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Oh, I have to take a shower. I'm going to answer that. I feel like I need to be clean.
Before?
Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
I'm not
No
judging.
comment.
I'm not judging.
No
I
comment.
was just curious. Just asked the question.
Would you ever get freaky, Zorric, at a gym?
He would.
Wait, have you?
Have I? No.
Would you?
Would
I?
you?
Maybe.
Yes.
It depends because it's so, I go to LA Fitness and it's, men and women and you can't really get freaky. There is one shared bathroom. And so I may try.
There's a shared bathroom.
There is a shared bathroom. It's one of those it's for families. So maybe.
You're gonna dirty
That's
up the
worse. There's
family
kids that
bathroom
go
I'm
in
gonna
there.
take my toddler to? How dare you, sir?
I clean very well.
Ugh.
I'll have it spick and span in 5 minutes.
You can make it smell like bleach, but I still won't use it.
Oh. So there are freaky people. out there.
Apparently.
And you're one of them.
Not including me, or maybe not. Depends. But I guess that's the whole point of this today.
Yeah.
Is because I think exercise and fitness it plays a big role in who you select. Because if you really want someone that's into fitness, Michelle is your gal. Mm-hmm. If you want someone that's not into fitness but that's into Game of Thrones
I'll do fitness. I'll do it.
As you roll your eyes,
I'll do it. I'm doing it now. I do it.
Why do you do fitness? Is it the hot men?
Because no, they're all married
a lot
at
of
my
people,
box. They're all married. They're all engaged. They all
Okay.
have kids. I work out on the burbs.
I gotcha.
I do like working out.
She admits it. An hour later, she admits it.
Oh my god.
I do like it.
Oh my gosh, an hour and 20 minutes. Okay. So, all right.
What about you?
Me, my thing is, yeah, I want someone who's into fitness, but I also think other people, you should make sure that aligns, because
Yeah.
if it doesn't, then you're screwed.
Yeah, as long as you're both on the same page.
Because I don't know how long you work out, but I work out for like 20 minutes and I'm gone. I start sweating and I'm like, oh shit, I need to go to Target and spend some money. And then I come home and cook some. No.
I work out for the whole hour.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Do you want a cookie?
No.
But do you pay for that?
What?
Don't you pay for the workout?
Yeah.
Okay, so you better.
I do, yeah. So like I take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And like I actually like upped how many times I go a week now. So I go more frequently now.
Good.
Do you notice any positive health benefits?
Not yet, because I like skipped the past 2 weeks because I was just like work was overwhelming and I was like, I can't work out. I just need a veg. And you did not do anything. And finally this week I was just like, and of course like I worked out on like the hottest day of the year so far. And I was like, I'm dying. I was like, oh my gosh. I like almost fainted.
Is this outdoors, indoors?
It's in a, they open up doors and then they have AC and then they have the big fans. It's like a warehouse.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
So how often do you talk about fitness with your dates? Is it a lot, little?
It really depends on who I'm going out with. So if they're an athlete or like we've already been talking about, then like, yeah, we'll bring it up. Or I've gone out with some trainers and so we'll bring it up just because we'll have conversations about it. But like with the last guy that I've gone on like 1.5 dates with, we haven't even mentioned it at all.
Oh, really?
No.
But that's your thing. That's what, that's part of you.
Yeah.
So eventually it's going to happen.
No, eventually it will definitely
But
happen.
he knows that you've done,
Yeah.
the Olympic stuff and that's your thing. Okay, that's good.
So it's not obsessive about it. It's just,
It's a priority.
it's a priority.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like on my dates or in my experience, I don't bring this podcast up a lot.
That would make them so nervous.
All the time. And
Except for the ones that do their research and find out you have one before.
they do.
Ooh.
Do you research guys before your first dates?
No.
No?
I do not want to know.
You don't know if he's a creeper or a freak or crazy?
I feel like I can go down the rabbit hole on that one.
You can.
Yeah.
I feel like if I look at somebody's social media profile, and I'm also not on social media for Lent right now. So
I noticed that.
So I come after April, I will have a lot more options to stalk. But until then, no. But I mean, you look at somebody and they could be a completely different person, and their persona that they show online can be very, very different. And I don't want to form any of those judgments before I actually meet them online or in person.
Yeah. Do you find the guys more engaging after you meet them? Because we were speaking with somebody where she went on a date and the dude was like witty. I mean, he was funny over text, and all of a sudden during the date, he was just like nothing. There was just no connection.
I've had that before.
Yeah. Because it gives us time to respond to you guys.
Right.
And like I ask a buddy, hey, is this funny? Do you think she'll laugh? And then I send it and then you guys laugh, whatever. But I see that a lot.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, a big issue. I think guys should, because most of us have a script that we're following.
Really?
We have 3 or 4 openers, and then if she responds to the opener, then you go to the next, whatever it is. It's like a if and else statement in programming. This is what we do. And then probably after the 5th or 6th or 7th date, which I'm giving all my secrets out right now, we ask you out. So the goal is to get you guys out in public and talking and meet you guys, because more often than not, us, like we've seen so much research where the guy, like an average looking guy will get swiped left on like 98% of the time. 98. Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys haven't made us. We are working our asses off, and we're eager. We're trying to take you out, and we're asking about where you want to go. So it's rough, and I'm just bantering for the boys out there. They feel me.
Let's hear it for the boys.
So I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
So on the dating apps, how many girls are you actually talking to at one point in time where you're having like multiple conversations throughout the day?
Oh, probably 2 or 3 at once.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more than that, it's just you can't handle it.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
And then question for you guys: how many people do you guys date at once?
I dated 2 at the same time, and that was stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I dated 2 before at once, and it gets
Yeah.
you mix up a lot of facts and you just put yourself in a lot more trouble. It's not worth it.
And then feelings, right? Because you
Right.
half your feelings go here, and you can't really focus on this guy. And then you're on a date with the next guy the next day, right? So I think it's hard to focus. And I know a lot of men do it, a lot of us do it, but we just get in trouble.
How many how many girls have you dated at the same time?
Probably. Oh my gosh.
He can't answer that.
At the same time, it's
I
usually
didn't
like
say now.
it's probably like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe I'll do something like you did. Like I'll have a week of like 3 or 4 dates, and
Yeah.
we'll just meet different people. But it's number one. The average date is how much for guys? Do you know? How much do we pay on average?
$15, $20.
Are you
I
crazy?
have no idea.
No.
I have no idea.
It's like
You're
at
in
least $100.
You're in Dallas. We're at least at $103.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're paying for your Uber. We're paying for your dinner. We're paying for your, whatever it is, dancing or movie. And at the end of the day, it's $100 for us. So it gets very, expensive at the end. Again, I'm complaining for the boys again. Yeah. So do you ask a guy if can I go half, or do you do that dance with a check?
It depends on how the date's going. If I feel like we're having a great conversation or anything like that, or if he automatically just for the comedy tickets, I offered to pay for half, just like already up front, because he said he already bought the tickets, and so I didn't know. So I was like, let me know if I can contribute towards this, and then he's like, no, don't worry about it. But I'll usually offer to split. It kind of depends. It depends how the date's going.
Okay.
Sometimes I've been on dates with Zorric, so I'm like, no, you're taking it. Honestly, I'm like, they are so bad. Like, they're very, sometimes they've been mean and bad. So I'm just like, no, you're taking it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But
here,
I'll at least offer. Yeah, no, here I've always offered.
Yeah, but here in Dallas, we always pay. Most of us do. Was
Yeah.
that the same in San Francisco?
No.
Really?
What? You California men need to get it together.
I'm telling you, the manners. I would say about 60, 70% of the time they did on the first date. But no, there was definitely times when it was just automatic split.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Separate checks.
There's not
Doesn't
a second.
even
There's not
don't
a
even
second
ask
date.
you. Oh my gosh.
There's not a second date after that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really like the guys here in Dallas.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We're glad you're here.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right. We've talked a lot. Again, like
I
always.
cannot believe that men in California are okay with you paying for half for your meal.
I'd say about 60 to 70% of them.
I cannot
Well,
believe
and
Of the time they do. So 34% of the time they don't.
Yeah, but also the manners too.
Yeah. No, the
I feel
manners
like-
gets me.
I feel like dudes, we should treat women, like our moms, or with chivalry, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about the medieval times is that the knights, it was when you were a knight and you offered the flower, that was a form of flirting. Give me flowers.
So that could be your advice for California boys.
Yeah.
Start
Be a
opening
knight.
more doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be nice. Give flowers.
Pay for the meal.
But they're not. Our listeners are in LA though. They're not in San Francisco.
Oh.
Like half in LA.
Same rules apply.
So
Yeah.
same state, right? Okay. So let's end this on, I guess, a high note. So Michelle, for anyone out there dating, what are your takeaways? What do you recommend them to do?
I recommend authenticity. It's very easy for people to kind of call bullshit. And most people won't actually call you out on it. They just won't date you unless you're yourself. So just show up and be yourself, and there's someone out there for you that will love you for it.
Okay. Be authentic.
Beautiful.
Keep your feet authentic. Emma, what do you have to close?
I can't believe I admitted that I actually like working out.
Well, what about the feet thing? I think that was a revelation. Like, you like feet. Or a guy has to have good feet.
Yes, I appreciate a man with good feet. My dad has good feet. So
go get your pedicures, man.
yeah.
Before you go date Emma.
My dad does. Yeah, he takes good care of his feet. Like, I've never seen such like beautiful feet on a man. Like, I'm always like impressed by him. Don't.
This is getting weird. You're talking about your dad's feet.
Well, yeah, because that my role model.
Okay.
Who else has really good feet? I'm trying to think. It's not like I have a foot thing. I just like even with women, like women who don't take care of their feet, like it grosses me out. Like I feel like every human needs to take care of their feet.
I
Chris
agree.
Hemsworth has wonderful feet.
Does he? I'm gonna Google that.
Look him up.
Put him on Zorric's laptop.
Please. And then Amazon will recommend me like Dr. Scholl's or something.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm looking at feet. Okay, is there any way we can find you or not yet?
So after Easter, my Instagram,
So like in a week.
Yeah, in a week, Mac Lifters. So MAK Lifters is probably the best way. I am on Facebook too.
Do you have stuff from your competitions,
I
like pictures?
do.
Cool.
Yep, I have
We can
pictures
see
from all
that.
of them.
Do you do like personal training?
So I have my level 1 for Olympic weightlifting.
Okay. So they can email you if they want to get
Yeah.
fit or something, or message
For
you.
sure.
Cool. Okay. Well, you want to come back sometime? And
I would love to come back.
Great.
Definitely.
You live so far away.
You're
I
so
know.
far.
I mean, you need to move here if you want to find
I know, right?
find some guys around here.
All right, Emma, what do you have?
I think you have become our closest guest.
Oh, we have a guest that's right here in this apartment complex. Her name is Claire, and one of our favorite guests. But you're the closest now, so literally.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe next door would be like even closer.
That would be really close. But okay, all right, Emma. Anything else for you?
That's all I have.
That's all you have. So where can they find us?
They can find us on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify because we're on there.
Okay. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.